Good afternoon, Cayman Islands. I'm your host, Tajel, along with my co-hosts, Ayana and Emily. Welcome to Youthflex and our 13th show in the season of Compassionate Radicalism. Today we'll be having a chat with the 2016 Interscholastic Victor and Victrix Ludorium, Dominic Dyer of Cayman Prep and High School, Ashanti Graham of John Gray High School, and Chantal Hilton, a Proud of Them recipient. Youthflex has partnered with the John Gray High School, Clifton Hunter High School, and the Public Library to bring you the word of the week, inclusive. INCLUSIVE. It is an adjective that means including or covering all services, facilities, or items normally expected or required. As always, you're welcome to give us a call and be a part of the show. The number to call is 1-800-534-8255, toll-free courtesy of our friends of Flow. We also want to take this time to shout out everyone checking out the Flex on Periscope. This week, we feature more local music. This video was directed by Cottrell, and our very own Director of Digital Production and Social Media, Trey Dilbert, had a hand in this video. So let's take our first music break. Here is Rico Rolando with Mist on My Mind. And we are back on the Flex. Welcome, Miss Chantal Hilton. I keep butchering your name, but welcome to the Flex. You've been here before when you and your other classmates were talking about the GAP program at John Gray High School, and welcome back again, and congratulations on being a Proud of Them recipient. How do you feel?
To be honest, it was kind of overwhelming at first, but I'm really grateful for the opportunity.
That's good. I think you deserve it, and I'm excited to see what else you're going to do in the future. So do you know who nominated you?
Yes, actually, Miss Sharon Thompson, a teacher at John Gray High School, she nominated me.
And she is the leader of the GAP program.
Yeah, the Gold Accelerated program.
Oh, wow. That's really, really cool. Okay, so did you know that she nominated you?
I didn't.
Oh, so you found out when you won?
Yeah, someone called my mom and told her, well, I was supposed to take a picture for the billboard, and I didn't show up because she didn't get the email, and they're like, well, she's a Proud of Them recipient. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. So you almost missed it, but not quite. It was there for you.
Yeah.
So did you have to do like an interview, or they just pick the nominations based on the applications?
I believe the nominations are, you just get nominated and you're chosen based on that.
Okay. All right. So did they nominate you in the category of academics?
Yeah, academics.
Okay. So do you play any sports?
No.
Not right now.
No.
I know they usually force everybody to do something around sports day time. Whether you can run, jump, throw or not, everybody usually does something.
Academics are more my thing.
Yes, and that's not a bad thing to have as your thing. Okay, so do you feel like any pressure being publicly on a billboard for everyone to see?
Well, everyone's like, I saw you on a billboard. What did you do to get there? I'm like, don't worry. But even though I'm really shy about the whole thing, one of my jobs, I guess, as head girl is to boost student morale. So I'm hoping that more people can see it, more students from my school, so that they can surpass the hindrances placed on them by the community. Because, there's a lot of negativity surrounding our schools. So
yes.
This is just one of those things to disprove the stigma, I guess.
Exactly. I went to John Gray High School, and I was just talking about the negativity that does surround the school the other day with my mom, and I'm like, but people from John Gray High School, students, they're doing so well. You're here on a Proud of Them billboard, and a lot of other students, they're doing like really well in school, and they're moving on to do other stuff in life as well. So I'm really proud of the John Gray High School students who are doing really well. So you said your job as head girl is to boost student morals. So otherwise from being an example, obviously, what else do you do to boost students' morals?
We definitely try to go into assemblies and make ourselves known to the students because, once you have a good relationship with people that you're working with, it's easier to motivate them and encourage them. So we definitely try to go out into the school community and be a good example.
Okay, because I know when I was a prefect, it was hard because you are a leader and everyone's looking at you, and you're not perfect, but you
Definitely.
always have to put your best foot forward and do what you can, because you do have a responsibility for your student body, for your teachers, for yourself. You're responsible for a lot. So how was it applying for head girl, and then you had to do an interview, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so how was that interview?
Well, for me, it was very nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm.
But I just went in there, just did my thing, and it worked out for me in the end.
Exactly. So do you know how many other applicants applied for head girl?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay, so I know as head girl, you had to like go out there in the community and do different things representing John Gray.
Yes, we recently did a service project
Mm-hmm.
to raise money for Nadine Andrews' home and the Cayman Cancer Society. We raised a little over $1,000
Wow,
for
congratulations.
Cancer Society and $400 for Nadine Andrews.
What did you guys do?
We went caroling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in town. So tourists really enjoyed it. We can't really sing, but we tried.
Wait, which song did you guys sing?
Go Tell It on the Mountain. That was our favorite one.
Oh my god.
It was more screaming than singing, but we raised some good money.
I mean, somebody enjoyed the screaming, clearly. So that's really good. Do you have any more activities planned?
Right now, we're thinking of a community-based project as well as a school-based project. As I said, involving students and stuff. We're not really sure what that is yet, but we're working our way up to it.
Oh, wow. I'm excited to hear what else you guys have planned, because it sounds like you're making different moves towards helping the community. It's not the same car wash or bake sale over and over again. It's different innovative ideas, and I enjoy hearing about stuff like that. Okay, so you have your GAP program, your head girl, you're a Proud of Them recipient. How do you stay on top of all of these things? Where do you find the time?
I honestly just have to make the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really much else I can do. Just being organized, that's the best thing that I can say.
Mm-hmm. And how do you stay organized? Because that's very hard for a lot of young people. Do you have any tips?
The school gave us a planner. I'm not sure if that was there
When I
your
was
time.
there, I think when we first entered John Gray, or when we were in junior high, I remember they used to do planners, but they stopped.
Well, we have some now. They're a lot better, so definitely write everything down because I always forget.
Well, at least you have a way to remember. I find that sometimes I put things in my phone and they just sit in my phone. So if I set it on my calendar and set a reminder, then that works for me because I'm always on my phone. But obviously in school,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to be.
And there's lots of productivity apps as well. So.
Exactly. So if you're in class, do not be on your phone. Just use your planner, and every student is given a planner.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's perfect. So for a student, like if I'm a student and I go to John Gray and I see you just shining bright like the star you are, and I want to do better, but I don't know how to academically, what are some of the tips you would give me to improve academically?
Definitely get a copy of the syllabus for all your subjects so you can see where you are. And class time goes by very quickly, though it doesn't seem like that to most. So you have to do some work on your own at home as well. And go to your teacher, ask for questions because they look out for you once they see that you're putting in your best effort.
Exactly. And so you said you got to do work at home on your own or have somebody help you at home. But sometimes you get distracted at home because you got your TV, you got your phone, your computer, the internet, Instagram. So how do you stay on task?
Well, I have this app called Cold Turkey that mutes social media for a period of time. So you can choose like 30 minutes or 1 hour and stuff. So that definitely helps to hold off the notifications for a while.
Okay,
while I'm
and is Cold
studying.
Turkey free?
Yes, it is.
Okay, everybody download cold turkey. When I leave here, I'm gonna do that. Like, I didn't know you guys knew they had that. Okay, so how you find out about cold turkey?
I just Googled it, productivity app.
You see, I'm gonna do that because I had no idea that they had cold turkey. Okay, so now that you're a Proud of Them honoree and you're publicly on a billboard for everyone to see, do you have any plans to move further into your academic careers, or are you just going to continue on the path that you're on?
Well, I'm planning to do A-levels after high school. Other than that, there's really no set plan but to just do better.
Exactly. And you're on a very good path right now, and I know you will succeed. So this year is your last year at John Gray.
Time flies.
I know, that's crazy, right? I thought time was going slow, but then by the time I look, like, I've graduated, and it's been probably 2 or 3 years now. Yeah,
I wish I had some more months.
It really goes by fast. So you have exams coming up in May.
Yeah.
And you've done majority of your exams already?
I've done 8 so far.
Okay, so how many more do you have left?
I have 8 more.
8 more?
Yep.
Wow. That's crazy. How do you balance all of those? So which ones do you have left to do?
I have my triple science subjects, statistics, and we're doing Microsoft certification for those who passed EDPM, and I'm doing extra PE. Don't know why, but I'm doing it.
Because it's good to be involved in some type of sport. That's why it's good to do extra PE. Okay, so, and the Microsoft course that's only available for like GAP students?
Yeah, if you want to do it like outside of the program we have available at school, you would have to pay.
Oh, okay, but it's paid for the GAP students. Okay, that's really good. And if you're in your program and you don't pass one of the exams, do you get a time to do it again?
Yeah, you get some time to do it over.
All right.
Yeah, we have a few people that want to do better.
Yes.
So they're doing it over.
Like they pass, but they want like an A, so they go back again and do it.
Yeah.
That's the correct attitude. All right, we're going to take our second music break.
Our second song today is Funky by High Tide.
And we are back on the Flex. We're still here chatting with Miss Chantal, a Proud of Them recipient. So welcome back. How are you feeling?
A bit better.
A bit better. Good. That's good to hear. We didn't like eat you or anything. You're fine. Not yet. I don't have any plans. Ayana, you have any plans to like just gobble her up?
No.
No. Okay. So we're good. We're good.
Okay, so we know you're like a really busy person, but you plan your stuff when you have time. What time do you have to spend with your friends and family?
To break and lunch. For my friends, that's about it. But family time in the afternoons.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Well, you live with your family, so unless you disappear into your room a lot, like I do, you see them enough. Yeah. Okay, so because you study a lot and you have school every day, how do you stay on top of everything? Do you have like a schedule?
I don't really have a set schedule. I just take whatever time I can get in between. But Sundays are my study days, I'd say.
Okay, so how long do you study for on a Sunday?
From 2 to 7.
That's a long time.
Yeah, but I have my friends with me, so it's a bit better. Takes the stress off.
Okay, and do you guys like take in between that 2 to 7?
Yeah. Yeah, we stop, have something to eat. We're laughing right throughout, so
really?
It's all good.
Oh, that's good when you have productive friends to motivate you so you can get work done together. I mean, you're studying with your friends, so how do you stay on top of it and not like start laughing, talking about something else, going off topic?
That happens quite often. I guess you can't really escape that, but the fear of failing, I guess, keeps us in check.
Yes. Okay. So are you one of those students who like cry over like a B or a C?
In year 10 and below, I was definitely that student. But once you get into year 11, if it's 1 mark above the past grade, you're happy.
You happy? No, that was me. That's why I asked you. I remember when I got my first B. I think it was like in year 9 or year 10, one of those years, and I cried. I went home, I called my mommy on the phone. She was at work and I started bawling.
At this point, it's just pass and move on to the
Exactly.
next one.
Like, you realize in the latter years that that's not that much of a big deal, and you were over exaggerated, and you just happened to pass.
Plus, the real thing is coming up now, so can't be bothered with
Exactly,
it.
with the mocks. That's what you really need to study for and get it together. But you're a really good student, and it proves that you don't have to study every single day. You said mainly your study days are Sundays, but you are dedicated to your work when you're in class, and you get things done there, and you don't like sleep in class, but you focus and get things done. Do you go to like prep or have a tutor or anything?
Prep for me is an everyday thing, and sometimes a weekend thing as well.
Is it a must, like you have to go, or you just go because you need the help?
I go because I need it, and we do labs as well, so that's definitely a must for me.
Oh, you do labs for triple science and prep?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You see, everything has changed so much, but it's changed for the better, because sometimes like you didn't have the class time to squish in the lab, then to write your report after, and then it was just like so much to get done. So now you actually have the time to breathe and get everything together.
Plus, if you want the test hints, you definitely have to go to prep.
Oh, wow. So if you miss like one day, you like fall behind. Yeah. So no getting sick. If you sick, get up, drag yourself in. But that shows your dedication to your education. That's one of the most important things you can have. And that's one of the most important things you can even like set out for yourself. And education is definitely key wherever you choose to go in life. And it's something we all should take so important. Like, it's important. And it's good to see that you're so young. How old are you?
I'm 16.
16, and you're taking it so seriously. So by the time you're 23, I can't wait to hear what you'll be doing next.
I just don't want to say that I spent 5 years in school and I've done nothing.
Exactly.
All that time wasted, I don't want to think about that.
I feel the exact same way. Like, I never liked school, but I always did well, because I figured the better I do, the faster I get out. But then I realized it wasn't really like that. But if you're gonna be there, you might as well put the effort in and do well. It's like, what's the point? You're wasting a whole lot of time sitting down doing nothing when you can be productive with that time. So do you feel that being a Proud of Them honoree adds pressure to you? Like, you feel like you have to be perfect because everyone knows you and your face is out there now?
Well, I know I can't achieve perfection, so I don't even try. But definitely keeping on the straight and narrow, because I want people to see me as a good example.
And that's exactly what you are. And you can only do your best, and you can only try your hardest. I don't think anyone is expecting perfection from you, but they're expecting you to do you and be who you are. And you're doing a very good job at that. And I hope you continue to succeed. Do you have any final comments or shout outs?
Not really.
No shout out to your family?
Hi, Mom. How are you?
Hi, Mom. All right. Thank you so much.
I just want to thank my teachers for their continued support. And even though a lot of people have a lot of negative things to say about John Gray, I am proud of my school. And look at where I am. I've gotten this far. So clearly, we're doing something right.
Exactly. I agree. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of John Gray as well. They've made so many improvements since I've left, and it's only been a short time. So I'm just excited to see what else is going to come through for John Gray.
There's more to come.
I'm looking forward to it. So thank you so much for being our guest today. All right, we'll take our third music break.
Our next song is a modern view of Cayman Pass. Here is Cottrell with Island Girl.
All right, and we are back on the Flex. We have one of our very own, Mr. Trey Dilbert. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. Where have you been?
I've been busy.
That's what they all say. And Jonathan, welcome.
Hi.
What's your stage name, Jonathan?
It's K-Kid.
K-Kid. All right, I'm going to try to remember that for the rest of the show, because every time he's been here, it's just Jonathan. He never said nothing to me about K-Kid, but welcome. All right, so Trey, where have you been?
I mean, I've been working with everybody. I've been at Star doing the Homeland show with Dane.
So you drop us for a star?
No,
Is
no.
that what you're saying? What are you saying?
No, I'm not trying to say that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that, yeah. I've just been working. Like, I've been doing a lot of schooling, photography, videography, stuff like that.
Okay.
Projects that gonna help me, like, better myself.
So we're not gonna help you.
I'm not
better.
saying that.
I'm joking.
Not
But that's
saying
good. It's good to hear that you're out there doing your thing and doing what you enjoy doing. Jonathan, I've seen you here. K-Kid, sorry. I've seen you here a couple of times. What are you up to?
Well, I'm just trying to go around as much as I can
Mm-hmm.
to meet people and see who I can work with.
Uh-huh.
You know, true say like production. Anybody that needs any music to be produced, I can help them out.
Okay.
And the type of it can be for an ad or anything like that. You know.
And
Try
you
to
can
be
help them
versatile.
out?
Yeah, I can, try to be versatile and do what I can.
All right, I'll get your information a little bit later so you can help people out. All right, back to Trey. Okay, so you said you've been busy.
I've been working.
You've been too busy for us. So
No.
what have you been doing?
All right, so I've been filming the Homeland show for Dane. I've been taking pictures of nature and other stuff, models. You can check out my stuff on Instagram at TRECAMS.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just helped to shoot a video because I said that in my intro. So tell us about that video.
Which video?
The
I've been
video
doing so
for
much.
Mist on My Mind.
I helped with one part, just that one part. Yeah.
And how did you get involved with that project?
I know Stephen Cottrell.
And he just asked you to help.
Yeah, just for one show.
And you said yes.
Sure.
And was it good? Was it fun?
It was always being around Stephen Cottrell and YNC. You always learn so much. Yeah, I learned a lot about not just about videography and photography, but about life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was one of the most important lessons that you learned that day or just from being around them so far?
Not to waste time and always be very snappy and always be sharp.
All right.
When you on shoots, be sharp.
Okay.
Yeah, and don't drop and break anything because Mama G can't bite it back.
I would hope you know that tip because we can't help you buy it back either.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so Jonathan, you said you produce beats.
Yep.
You do ads.
I can.
You can do ads. Okay, so when did you start producing?
Well, I started producing when I was in, I would say year 8 in John Gray. But I wasn't really serious. I used to like find a software and kind of dabble with it, get used to the software and kind of switch around and different type of stuff. So now I'm serious now. It started like November last year. Is like getting on my,
So when did you decide to take it seriously?
November.
Just November last
just
year.
November last year.
And you started in year 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so what inspired you to actually be like, I want to do this for real?
I mean, I'll say, I think the movie, the movie called, what's it called again? Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, I haven't watched it. I heard it was good, but I'm like so late on like every single thing right now. I'm behind on everything. But why did you take your inspiration from that?
I would say, well, Dr. Dre, on how he had started off. He used to listen to a lot of music and play a lot of records, and that reminded me of me because I always like to listen to music and different type of stuff, and I guess he kind of developed off the music he listens to. So I took that and used as my inspiration and started to make beats now, tried to make my own songs instead of me listening to songs,
And then remixing those songs.
Nah, not really, but
okay.
probably if someone would prefer, like if someone want me to make a song, like a song, I would probably remix it and, make it to their own version. So
you just sit down and then an idea just pops in your head and you flow from it? What's the creative process like?
There's a lot of ways I can actually think of something. Sometimes it'll be off like from a dream, or I just wake up early in the morning and something pops in my head. I have to go to the computer quick time and
Before it's gone. Get it out.
Straight, or voice note and then just like hum it or something,
Okay.
All that.
So can you sing a little bit?
No.
No. So you're humming off key, but it's good?
Yeah. I can always get on key. That doesn't mean I can sing. But yeah, for I would say I still got some songs in my voice. No any check, but yeah.
But you're getting there. Okay. So have you collaborated with any artists that we know of?
Well, not the moment I can say anything. Soon. Yeah.
Soon. It's in the works, right?
Yeah,
it's in the works. Okay, Trey Dilbert. Since you're so busy working, you ain't got no time for Youthflex.
I love Youthflex.
What's the next project that you have coming up? Can we know about it, or is it super secret?
Well, I definitely know that I'm gonna be doing the competition that Miss Tanisha do at DOT. To the first prize is to go to New York, and I really want to go to New York to meet the professionals and whatever. So that's the only project I'm working on right now.
Tell us more about that competition.
It's a competition that the DOT do. I think first prize is to go to New York. Second prize is to go. You get like money and a camera and a plane ride, and I think it's the same thing for the third place.
And DOT is department.
The sponsor.
It's Department of Tourism, right? Yeah. Okay. And if you want to enter in that competition, how do you do that?
You email Tanisha Barnes. I'm not sure what her email is or her number.
But at a later date, probably next week, we'll announce what the email is if you want to enter into that competition.
Yeah.
Do you know like the age range for that?
I think it's 13 to 18. No, 13 to 19, sorry.
And you have to submit a video?
Yeah.
Okay, and you can't let us know what your concept is because you don't want anyone to steal it. Did they give you like a certain topic or category?
The theme is usually always Cayman kind. So it's Cayman kind.
Okay, and you've started working on it?
It's in the works.
When is it due?
They haven't released a date yet.
They haven't released a date.
I'm just sharpening on my skills because I have to win this year.
So what are some of your favorite things to shoot?
Well, I like modeling, photography, music videos. That's about it.
Okay, so how many shoots have you been on so far?
I've been at least 13, and I've completed 10.
When did you start?
I want to say September of last year.
Oh, so you've been working, man. 13, 10. That's a good number so far.
Yeah.
So who inspired you to do films?
Who inspired me? This guy in the States named AZ Productions. He do a lot of music videos and short films. He's actually starting to do short films now. Just seeing the cool edits that he does, it's really amazing.
So you just watched
I just picked up one day. I picked up one day and I was like, I need to get a camera, I need to get my editing software, and that's how I pretty much started.
And how long have you been watching?
At least 3 years now.
3 years.
But I finally I got my first camera last year, so I've been starting. Yeah.
And if someone wants you to do a shoot for them, how do they get in contact with you?
Right now, you can just call the station, and then you can get my number. Yeah.
You don't have an email?
TradeObert@gmail.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jonathan, if someone wants to get into contact with you, how do they do so?
Well, on email, kineticKid345@gmail.com.
And if we want to hear some of your stuff, how do we listen?
You can check me on SoundCloud. It's Kinetic Kid, or check CI Dreamers. Yeah, CI Dreamers. So all
right. We're going to take our 4th music break.
Our last song is "It Is" featuring Michelle Montano with "Wine."
And Jonathan, what's your stage name again?
K Kid.
K Kid. Sorry, Jonathan. K Kid. Okay, so Trey, you just started, even though you were watching your inspiration for like 3 years. So obviously something motivated you to get started, get your own thing going. So for somebody else who wants to start, what would you say to them?
Well, I'm not sure, but you can say. Well, I can say that it's not gonna be easy. Like anything in life, it's not gonna be easy. You have to try your hardest. You have to try and learn and be attentive as much as possible. And you can't have an out life. You have to be home learning, constantly working on your craft. And that's in anything that you do. The same with school, same with job, your job, or you just have to put in overtime.
And don't be afraid to network. I've seen you get a guest on the show for like the last 10 minutes that I wasn't even aware they were coming, but you just network with them and then you're like, come, let's go on the show. And you brought them here on the show just by speaking to them. You're not afraid to network with other members of the community and do collaborations and get your work out there. It's not just like a competition for you. It's an actual... You have a really good work ethic when it comes to photography and videography. Photography and videography. And congratulations on that. And I hope you continue to be that way. Yeah. K-Kid, I almost called you Jonathan again. What words of inspiration do you have for another child or young person who would like to start production?
Well, all I can say is to follow your dreams, man. Don't make anything sidetrack you or to make anything hold you down. Just stick to what you want to do and try to grow with knowledge and know more things. Try to learn as much things you want to and all that, you know. There's no limits to that, you know.
Exactly. No matter where you are, if you're a small island in the Caribbean, Europe, China, you can still do what you want to do. And obviously you need the equipment. So you need the editing software, you need a laptop. Trey was so excited when he got his new laptop for Christmas. You need the tools. But even if you don't have the tools immediately at your disposal, you can still watch other people and learn how they do their craft, right? Yeah. So do you guys have any final comments or shout outs?
I just have one. Well, a shout out too. I read a quote on Instagram and it said something about if you're always in your comfort zone, you're never learning or you're never growing. And I thank Jamo for helping me, because everywhere I went with Jamo, he would introduce me and I feel like, oh my God, Jamo, please stop. And so I thank Jamo for helping me, because I don't think if I wasn't around Jamo, I wouldn't be this far. He's helped me, not just financially, but helped me as to grow as a young man. And I thank him for that.
Shout out to you, Jamo.
So I want to shout out Jamo, Star, Joel for making me charge my phone. The whole Radio Cayman.
He didn't just do that, but okay.
And the YSU too, and Miss Catherine.
K-Kid?
Honestly, shout out to anybody that loves my music.
Okay.
and I gotta have a big shout out for Trey Cams right here, man. Cause if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be out like this. You know, meeting people and getting back up and with the social, you know.
Yes, networking.
So, networking. So shout out to him.
Shout out to you, Trey, for bringing your friend along with you. Flex crew, you have any final comments or shout outs?
Just my parents, grandparents, and my friend Andini Sumarti's birthday was last Sunday, so shout out to you.
Happy belated birthday, Ayana's friend.
Shout out to my mom and all our listeners.
Emily, she actually came in studio this week.
Yeah, man. She was hanging out doing Periscope from inside the studio.
Exactly. Shout out to my grandma. You're not feeling well, but I love you so much. And the rest of my family. My mom. Hi, mommy. All right, Jamo.
Cool. Heard on Youthflex today was host Tajel and her co-hosts Ayana and Emily. Along with our guests, proud of them honoree Chantel Hilton and K-Kid and Trey. Our news and highlights were done by Victoria Buttram and Mia. Our Periscope feed was done by Emily Small and myself. Music was selected and directed by our musical director, Ayana Davis Eden, who co-hosts today as well. Our word of the week was selected by Mrs. Cumberbatch of John Gray High School. The interview scripts was done by Youthflex production team. And most of it was done by Tajel. That's she. Good like that. I want to shout out Funka Thanks for being committed to youth development and this radio show. And shout out everybody for checking us out on Periscope today. We had 16 viewers that I got, but I started late, so I'm sure Emily has a few.
I got 16.
Right? So maybe we were both duped up. I had some feeds from Germany, so hello Germany, hello England, Russia, and Greece. I don't know where Emily got her feeds from, but thank you for checking us out on Periscope. I want to shout out the Youthflex family, all 100 and counting. And thank you all for listening to Youthflex today. Youthflex is a weekly Wednesday show by young people for all people. It's a joint initiative of Youth Services Unit and Radio Cayman. We thank you for joining us today. And until next week, this is John saying, keep your chin up and God bless.